So in this video, we'll be looking at the Western Conference power rankings. Just break it down. So yeah, the Warriors, they're number one, and rightfully so because they won the championship. Then we have the Phoenix Suns number two, and Clippers number three. Okay, Clippers number three can say everyone is healthy. So Kawhi is back. The last time it was crazy to see like Kawhi Leonard. Last time we saw him play was in the 2021 playoffs. It's crazy. The Denver Nuggets got Nikola Jokic. He is the reigning MVP. He won back-to-back regular season MVPs. Okay, he didn't have Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray together with him, so they lost in the first round to the Warriors. So this season they expected to come out stronger. The same with the Clippers. The injury bug just kept on taking them down. Then we have the Memphis Grizzlies, rightfully so. They beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. They fell to the Warriors in 6 games. They actually pushed the Warriors to 6 games. So that grit and grind by the Memphis Grizzlies, there was one that was spectacular, and especially not even forgetting to mention that they finished with a number 2 seed in the tough Western Conference. So man, those guys just came in and balled out. Then we have the Dallas Mavericks led by Luka Doncic, and they made the Western Conference Finals. They upset the Phoenix Suns. Funny, it's funny that I'm seeing like the Phoenix Suns are over the Mavericks, but the Phoenix Suns had the best record. They won like 64 games last season before they got upset in the second round by the Dallas Mavericks. I remember I made a video about it. I was very upset seeing how the most important game for the Phoenix Suns, Game 7 of the West semis, they just blew it to Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson, and the crew. So it was just upsetting to watch. But you have the Dallas Mavericks there. Minnesota Timberwolves, they made the playoffs. Actually, Minnesota, they traded for Rudy Gobert. So I expect them to at least make it past the first round. If going by that, huge acquisition, they actually sold the farm to get Rudy Gobert. So that was a great thing that they did. Then they still retained the services of Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards. The guy just keeps on, improving. Then we have the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans, they got knocked out in the first round, and they still have Brandon Ingram. They still have Zion Williamson in there. They have CJ McCollum. So I expect them to at least make some noise and be at least a playoff lock. And I expect them to at least, make the 8th seed. So yeah. And next up, it's my favorite team, the Lakers. Honestly, I would have put the Lakers at number 15, just to be honest, because I don't feel like the Lakers have enough. They don't have enough to contend, because LeBron James is getting up there in age. I like the guy, but the reality is getting up there in age. So when you get up in age like that, you're not as athletic as these 20, 22, 23, 24-year-olds, or even 25-year-olds who are coming into the league. Anthony Davis, he's even not 30, but he's just injury riddled. The bubble run just took a lot. It just took a lot of, I can just say it took a few years of Anthony Davis' prime. Russell Westbrook, very inefficient player. He cannot lead you to wins, and that's the reason why I would even swap the Lakers and the Spurs at this point, because the Lakers, unless they just get rid of Russell Westbrook, that's the only way. Then we have the Blazers. The Blazers are on full rebuild mode. Damian Lillard is not leaving. He signed that huge $122 million extension. So I expect them just to be like a lottery team and just rebuild around him. And Dame just keeps just to keep wasting his prime there. So yeah. Then the Utah Jazz. They're in a fitting position at number 11, because this is a fringe team that they always disappoint you. Even when they made the first seed in last year in the 2021 playoffs, they got beaten in the second round by the Clippers. So and they traded away Rudy Gobert and still have Donovan Mitchell, but Donovan Mitchell I feel like people keep forgetting the fact that this guy signed an extension, so he is on a max contract, so you can't just trade him away like that. He's not like a player with just a team friendly deal. So this is a dude that he's taking about 20-25% of the cap. So any trade that is gonna involve him is gonna be very major. So, but considering the fact that they traded away, they moved on from the Rudy Gobert era, that means that they're in a full on rebuild as they try to rebuild around Donovan Mitchell. So yeah, Sacramento Kings. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about the Kings because this is a team that has no expectations. They have the longest playoff drought. The longest. The last time they made the West Finals was when Kobe and Shaq were still together. That was in the 2001. 2001 in West Finals. That's the last time that they played a meaningful playoff game. So yeah, Thunder full on rebuild mode. Rockets full on rebuild. The Spurs, they traded away DeJounte Murray to the Atlanta Hawks. I'm pretty sure they're full on rebuild mode. So those are just your power rankings. I mean, the Warriors are just number one. The team, I wouldn't be surprised to see if the Warriors even make the finals again because they have shown that they can still win before KD, with KD, and after KD. Because after KD left, there was this whole vibe that was going around the league, and the people are saying that this is the last time the Warriors are going to make the finals. And honestly, even myself, to be honest, I counted them out. I never thought that the Warriors could make it, make it back to the playoffs and also even win the finals. But when I saw the way these playoffs panned out, I just knew Stephen Curry is not going to let this historic season just slide away because he racked up a couple of meaningful silverware through the regular season. And yeah, there's Phoenix Suns. They made the finals last season. They got beat in the second round, which was a surprising thing. I was actually gearing up for Suns and Warriors West Finals because I believe they will have gone 7 games and the NBA will have made a lot of money from those games. But anyway, the Suns just blew away that. They had the biggest choke job I've seen in in the playoffs, especially with CP3 with that tag that is put on him. He doesn't achieve in the playoffs. Okay, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, but those playoff wins at those times, those games are very important. The regular season you can win a lot of games, but in the postseason, that's when every win matters. So yeah, then the Lakers, I'll just put them at number 15. Just swap them with the Spurs because at this point, it's just not looking good for the Lakers. I mean, I just saw this tweet by NBA Central. It's a page that I love, visiting when I just want to, check on NBA content and NBA updates, and they're actually pretty reliable. So I've been checking it for a couple of years now, and I can say that they're a trustworthy source, and that's what I gotta say about that, man. And I'm out. I'm gonna see you in the next upload.